And then they
Like,
have the real ID, right?
yeah.
Did they postpone that again,
I
or
haven't got it.
No, it's supposed to be what, May 7th that it goes into effect?
I gotta show my
or
Comcast bill, my
so
social.
there's the real ID and then the regular ID that's not a real ID.
The real ID you can go out of state or country. I
Oh,
think you
okay.
go to Mexico and come back,
Yeah.
and you can buy
Well,
ammo with it.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. So like I've seen people that that are upset at the real ID, like it's overreach.
Hmm.
Um
Ooh, I hate overreach. Tell me why I should
uh,
hate the ID.
so real ID. So I hear people saying, it's bad, it's government overreach, just another thing to yada yada yada, right?
did they
So, but
did
my
they
thing is,
bamboozle me?
no, no. So my thing is, here in California, they gave licenses to illegal immigrants.
Mm.
So there's no way to tell like if a
Oh, they're
license
trying to clean it up.
is for an illegal immigrant or a citizen, because we gave licenses to everybody,
So
right? Like
was that in high school when that happened, Daniel? When they started giving when you was allowed to get a license, when they were allowed to get like
that was like a good
because they
maybe
were driving illegally, right?
12, 13 years ago. Yeah, they were driving illegally,
Because
but
I remember
then
checkpoints were a thing,
yeah.
that thing.
So we gave licenses to everybody. It's basically a California ID to everybody. So I don't know if you look at yours, because if you guys don't have the real one yet, I had to get the real one like 4 or 5 years ago
Yeah,
when I wanted to buy a gun. And the
yeah.
reason is because I don't know if you look at your guys's, if you don't have it yet, on the top right corner, it says federal limits apply.
Oh,
And it
mm-hmm,
says that on, I think it automatically had said that on everybody's.
mm-hmm.
So I had to go get it so that I could buy a firearm. So I went and did that. Now I have, I think it's like a logo of a bear with a star or something, and that's
See
how you
through
know.
bear.
That's how you know it's the real ID. But you know, yeah, like if you look at your ID and you haven't gotten that yet, your ID will more than likely say federal limits apply. And if you're a citizen, you know, why would you have any federal limits? So, and the problem was we gave licenses to everybody out here.
Mm-hmm.
So, in a sense, I think it's going to help clean that up. I don't know if you guys have heard of, like, kind of thought about it in that angle or heard about kind of that, but I think it's May 7th where you need the real ID to fly nationally here in the
It,
States.
it just makes me upset that because they messed up, I had to take a trip to the DMV now.
Pretty, pretty much. No, and it was like you said, right? You had to take a bill, like kind of proof of residency, your birth
Mhm.
certificate, all kinds of
A
different
witness.
documents to prove that you are who you are. Um, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think something like a real ID is like a overreach type thing, or because I'm kind of seeing people leaning that way? I kind of don't get it. I don't
Yeah,
see it as overreach. I mean, you still need a passport. I hear nobody crying about a passport.
yeah.
So I don't
It
know. What do you
makes
guys
me
think?
it makes me wanna feel too dumb to go get a real ID. I'm telling you, I don't I don't wanna go to the DMV. So that lady from New York, you're right. You got me. I'm too dumb. I'm too dumb to go get that ID. I don't know what it is, dude.
What do you think, Danny?
I mean, when they're saying overreach in what regard? I mean,
Just like
you know,
another document or something or another thing you're gonna have to show. And but it's like, well, if you fly internationally, you still got to show a document. Now it's just flying here. It's like you still would have shown your ID. Now it just says real. Like I don't. To me, I don't see too much of the
this is the
hoopla.
way that I see it, is that the ID that we already had should have been sufficient enough, but because they issued
Mhm.
Yeah,
one that isn't a legitimate ID for illegal immigrants just to make their life easier and promote more people to come to this country, because now, hey, you don't have to worry about not driving around. You can drive around in a car, you can own a car, get insurance and be just like a regular citizen.
Hmm.
Now they, in a sense, diluted that ID that should have been sufficient enough for everybody
Yeah.
to where they have to create another ID. Now, as far as the overreach, I mean, they have our information. They know our social security. They know our date of birth. They know where we live. Um,
They better not.
what, I mean, ha, it's just replacing the ID that we used to have that used to be legitimate, and it's no longer legitimate.
Hmm.
Some of us had real Gucci bags,
Well,
and the government started giving out fake Gucci bags.
basically, you're talking about, and it's a problem because we're here in California, so that started happening in 2013. So yeah, 12 years ago, I was close.
I wonder if
Um,
accidents have gone up.
so there's 19 states that give illegal immigrants driver's licenses.
How many of those did Kamala win?
She probably won all these. She probably won all these to see California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota.
That's
She probably didn't
them.
win Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, Rhode Island, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, D.C., and Puerto Rico.
Oh,
All those
it's the gang.
states or territory, whatever, um, they all gave illegal immigrants IDs. So
Mhm.
if you want, if you're wondering, okay, why we need a real ID now? Well, shit, we flooded the we flooded the streets with a bunch of
Fake,
fucking fake IDs
fake China
issued
bags
issued by the government.
issued by the government. Yeah.
Issued
So
by the state.
Now I gotta help you fix it.
yeah,
So
now
this is what they should have done. Okay, so if they, and this is the crazy thing, is that when they did that, they should have kept ours the same. They should have made theirs different
mhm.
to to show
I
that.
thought that's what they were doing, Danny. Does it not? Is it, we're just not tracking these
well,
fools.
well, that's what I
But
mean.
hold on, and I don't know if they made them any different. But if they would have made them different, then the argument would have been that they're getting discriminated against because they're getting something issued different than what the other citizens have.
But you're
Which
So
is
now
different,
that
brother.
yeah,
now,
which is crazy. How does that make the people with green cards feel? That's a whole different,
so
oh,
now
different
that they're
card.
going to come out with the real ID, they're
Holographic.
going to feel that they're discriminated against because they're not going to have the real ID.
Yeah,
You never win this argument. You'll never
Yeah,
win it.
it's the snake that eats itself, dude.
yeah, yeah. So well,
China bags.
it's May 7th, and I don't think it's been. I'll confirm that. I don't think it was moved. Went to the real. So yeah, I think it has to be done because 19 states gave illegal immigrants IDs, and IDs that look just like the ones we have. Um, so you kind of have to at this point. You,
Mhm.
you know, and I don't know. I haven't seen what it looks like if you're an illegal immigrant and you got your driver's license. I would assume your license should say federal limits apply at the top, but
Not mine.
somehow that shit ended up on mine, and I had to go show proof that I was a citizen. You know what I mean? I don't
Mhm.
know. Maybe you guys could check out your license like right after the show or
It says
something.
it. It says it
It
because
says
when I
federal
had to
limits
go
apply.
buy, yeah, when I buy ammo, I have to bring that, my and my birth certificate. It's like two, and maybe I don't think it was my social, but it's like a couple because that's what makes the ID, the real ID, pues.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I see it. Federal limits apply.
Yeah. So that's why. So, well, it's a issue that I think they messed up on, and now they got to clean it up, and
Mhm.
because you need ID to fly, but not to vote.
You couldn't have scratched their card a little bit, dent
Well,
the
hey,
side a little bit.
why don't we just
Different.
kill two birds, one stone? You'd be like, okay, you need a real ID to fly and a real ID to vote. It's already there. Sass. Problem solved.
Mhm.
Thank you. I don't see why not. I don't hear Democrats saying, hey, minorities won't be able to fly from state to state. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So if they get their real ID and they're for that, then real Americans have the real ID, right?
Now I see the overreach. Now I don't want the ID.
It's making too
Now,
much fucking sense.
yeah, now I can't. Now, fuck, I left my fucking ID. Can't fucking fly.
Oh man. But, uh yeah, man. But no, I mean,
Thanks, Obama.
yeah.